Previously on Game of Thrones.
My father is planning to make a move against your family. He knows all your weaknesses, all your plans, because you have a traitor in your council. He's been sending a great deal of gold to someone in King's Landing.
We were told we'd be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone.
That's enough, Andros.
North Grove? That's just some shit story for little kids.
I've heard stories. Old tales of a secret forest within a forest. Your lord knew what he was talking about. I'm part of the free folk. People round here call wildlings.
My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard?
It means a lot to be able to share that with someone. Someone I can trust.
And if it isn't Elaena Glenmore, you're not still marrying into this wretched family.
I will tell my father our betrothal stands.
It's a long journey to Meereen on foot.
Meereen? Shit.
What?
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
If you presume to speak of my dragons, you best choose your words carefully.
Beskha!
Are you gonna be a good little Forrester? Learn your lesson and stay down? You can be Lord, Rodrik, so long as we all know who holds the reins here.
The Forresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
I never did tell you about your father, did I? We bled him at first, like a pig.
I knew you were a killer the day you arrived. Seems Brit found out too. Now they all see it. What sort of brother you really are.
I'm afraid you've got the wrong man. I was further along the wall at
Don't you stand there and fucking lie to me, boy. Somebody pushed that man off a 700-foot wall. You told me what you did to get here. We both know you had blood on your hands. But now, you've killed one of your brothers. You'll lose your head for this, Tuttle. You'll be disgraced, dishonored, and burned till there's nothing left of you.
I swear by all the gods, old and new, I didn't do this.
You think I'm blind? Murder's in your blood. There's only one thing to be done with you now.
Hey, Frostfinger. I saw what Gared did to Brit last night. I was there. My relief was late, so I stayed behind. I saw everything. Finn was only there at the very end.
You've had your say.
Actually, I was there the whole time.
Oh. Then tell us.
It wasn't Gared's fault. We were on watch when Brit just attacked him. Gared had no choice but to fight back.
There isn't a man at the wall wouldn't sell his own mother for the right price. You two are up to something. Some deal you worked out? Or he's defending you for some reason I can't fathom?
No, we're not. He's telling the truth. You can't fault a man for defending himself.
Gared killed a man of the Watch. There's a price to be paid for that. Let's go. I knew it was a mistake to make you a ranger.
Frostfinger! What's to be done with him? We're heading to Craster's.
You'll have to find someone else for your expedition. Your man here still has a lot to answer for. Now out of the way, Snow.
Give us a moment.
Then kiss him quick and be done with it.
Gared. You told me there wouldn't be any trouble with Brit. What happened? I thought you were smarter than that, Gared. I thought you were going to be by my side at Craster's.
I'm sorry I let you down, John. I didn't mean for it to come to this.
You gave me your word, Gared. It can't have been easy. Facing the man who killed your family.
Aye.
Is there nothing to be done?
Aside from removing Tuttle's head from his shoulders? No.
But
you're about to go off and execute a nest full of traitors at Craster's. How is this any different?
Godspeed with you, Gared. We're down a man, so keep your eyes open. Now let's move.
You can go begging to your gods all you want, boy. It's the axe has the final say.
Do you know how many men have stood before me with false tales of my dragons? Desperate men, hoping for wealth, protection. Liars, every one of them. And I expect you are no different. You don't want to see what I do to liars.
I wouldn't lie to you. You have my word.
Your word means nothing. Not when it is so easily bought.
Oh, shit.
Are you frightened? I thought you'd seen a dragon before. Your reaction says otherwise.
One run-in was enough for me, thanks.
Clearly. Would you like to touch him? Go ahead. Unless you are afraid. Of course, a man who has really faced a dragon before may have reason to be afraid. Go on.
I think I'd rather not.
You're smarter than you seem.
I don't think he likes me.
Then you were wise to keep your distance. You claim you saw Drogon. Give me a reason to believe you. I told you I've heard this story before.
My friend has the burns to prove it. It's likely to leave a scar.
Your dragon did this. Well, he wouldn't. You must have tried to fight him. What have you done to him? If you've hurt him... Hurt him?
He attacked us.
Drogon wouldn't strike without reason. You must have scared him. He is not some kind of thoughtless beast.
If we did, I'm sorry. It wasn't our intention. We weren't looking for a fight.
And neither was he.
Sure he wasn't.
Your tongue is dangerously sharp, sellsword. Why did you come here? You've been polite, accommodating. To what end? You want gold? A title? My undying gratitude?
I don't want your money. I just need your help.
Help very often means money.
My family is depending on me. I have to find an army.
An army?
If you could spare some of your sellswords.
Please, if...
I also came here looking for an army. But what I found were the cries of children and people suffering in chains while their masters profited from their misery. My sellswords will help me free the slaves of Meereen. That is their mission. Your need is not greater than theirs. These are people who have suffered for years without end.
We both want the same thing here. To liberate Meereen, to see you take the Iron Throne. That's what I want too.
If you really believe that, you'll understand why I cannot help you.
There must be something I can do to convince you.
As we speak, my men prepare to enter Meereen. What they are about to do is much bigger than you or I. Bigger than one family back in Westeros. So, unless you think you can storm Meereen and free all the slaves yourself, you have nothing more to offer me. Croft? You may leave.
That's it.
Your Grace.
See them out.
Beskha knows the city better than anyone, Your Grace.
What the hell, Asher?
Is this true?
Yes. I lived in Meereen for a time. On the eastern side of the city. Fucking bastard.
So you wish to accompany them? You'd help the sons? Guide them into Meereen?
I can't, Asher.
This could be our only chance.
Is that what you're saying?
You're really considering this?
We'll help you free the city. If you'll just consider what I've asked.
We can talk about that after the slaves have been released from their chains. I believe that's more than fair. You two will join Croft and his men. Get them into the city, help them liberate Meereen, and I will see that you are rewarded. But your uncle stays here. If I find you've lied or put my men in danger...
I understand.
Good. Croft will get you settled in. It's going to be a long night.
I told you I didn't want to go back to Meereen. What the hell was that?
Look, I'm sorry it happened this way.
As long as you get your army, right?
Beskha.
Get your armor patched up in here. Extra bedrolls if you need them. Piss buckets in the corner where it's always fucking been.
Long time since we had a piss bucket.
I spent 2 years trying to get where I am now. Don't fuck this up for me, Asher. Nail! We got 2 more!
Curse this bloody leg! It's not your leg that's the problem, Rodrik. You've got to be practical. You want to take Gryff down next time? You want to stop lying in the mud and letting people walk all over you?
You're speaking to your lord, Sir Royland.
He can fight his own battles.
Look at me, Royland. Can barely hold this damn thing, much less swing it.
So, you're gonna give up then? There are other ways to fight, my lord. You can't handle a sword like you used to. So find another advantage. Surprise your opponent. Do something unexpected.
Like what?
I'll show you. Come at me. Bring your opponent down to your level. When I attack you, drop down, avoid my blade, and swing at the back of my knees. Wait for me to attack. Let's try it again. Ha! Now that's how you do it.
I think you let me. Oh!
My lord, sorry to interrupt.
Elaena?
She insisted on seeing you immediately.
Lady Elaena, I hear we're to become sisters.
Talia. Rodrik. Can I speak with you? Privately. You remember my little brother?
Quiver! Good gods, you've grown.
You could just call me Arthur now.
I hope you don't mind us coming unannounced. But something's happened. I didn't know what else to do. Maybe this was a bad idea.
I've missed you, Elaena.
I've missed you too. Truth be told, you're the only one I can turn to. Lord Whitehill paid my father a visit at Rillwater Crossing. He told my father Gryff had subdued you, and
that my sister would make a fine reward.
As if I'm some token to be handed around.
You mean?
He demanded I end our betrothal and marry his son, Gryff, instead.
What?
Lord threatened my family. Told my father if he refused, would be slaughtered along with you.
Father acted the damn coward.
He agreed, Rodrik. I am to marry Gryff Whitehill. That arrogant, pig-eyed prick!
Elaena, we're in this together. I won't let this happen.
I knew you'd help. But my father won't listen. I'm not gonna be the bone they throw that howling dog. I'm not gonna be some prize for him to rip open. We have to get rid of him. I can't think of any other way. My father won't see reason. Lord Whitehill's made up his mind.
Talk like it's as simple as walking up to him and putting a knife in his heart. He's protected by a garrison of his own soldiers.
We have a way around that.
You brought your men.
I command Father's elite guard. These men are trained archers, swordsmen, experts in both ranged and close combat. They're yours, if you'll help us take down Gryff.
The whole guard?
20 men. My father still thinks they're aboard a ship bound for the Reach. What do you have to lose, Rodrik? Gryff has been a nightmare for you and your house.
You can't have any reason to keep him around.
Hurting Gryff would start an all-out war. When Lord Whitehill found out, he'd have his whole army at our door within days.
I understand your worry, Rodrik. You aren't prepared for a war with the Whitehills. I know this might sound mad, but it's the only way. Get rid of Gryff, and you'll be free to use the guard however you like. You can finally take control of your house again. Please, promise me you'll do this. I love you, Rodrik. I don't want Gryff. I don't want any of this.
I'm sorry. I won't make that promise.
You're a bloody coward!
Arthur, would you give us a moment? I know you have to think of your family, but I don't have a choice here, Rodrik. The thought of him touching me, calling me his own, I won't live like that.
We don't have to murder Gryff. I can use those soldiers another way.
How? I've thought about it, and this is the only way to be sure. What else could you do to stop it? I know it's drastic.
I can protect you from Gryff. You won't have to marry him if you don't want to.
How can you know that?
I'll make sure of it.
All right. The guard is yours.
Thank you, Elaena.
I just hope that when the time comes, you'll do what must be done. I guess part of me still hoped that when this was over we could play hide and seek in the grove again, like we used to. Pretend we're still children.
I love you, Elaena.
I love you too.